Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to lay off the drugs and whiskey and do something a little bit more fun for you guys. Today I'm going to be ranking all 32 NHL logos. I plan to do this with all the other sports as well, but because NHL is, going on right now, I'm going to start with this. Disclaimer before I start, this is just my opinion. This is not shitting on your team. This is not me glorifying other teams. This is just based on the logo itself, how much it works, how meaningful it is, how iconic it is, stuff like that. So we're going to get started. The Anaheim Ducks, this is an easy one for me. This is utter shite. There is nothing to offer here. It is just a kind of a shape of a D with like an arrowhead on it with a golden orange color. If this was the Mighty Ducks logo, it'd be in the damn category, but they just did this and it looks pretty bad compared to that. It's very boring and uninteresting. Next, we have the Arizona Coyotes. This one is one of my favorite logos. It easily deserves the nice. It's almost like three-dimensional, if you will. And it's red and white. It's got all the details of a coyote howling at the moon. It's really creative. I like it. The Boston Bruins. I know I just shitted on the Anaheim Ducks for having a D as their logo, but the Boston Bruins, because they're an original six team and it's very iconic, I think it deserves a good category because, when you think of the Bruins, it's one of the first teams you think of when you think of a hockey team, and the logo itself is very meaningful to a lot of fans, even fans that aren't fans of the Bruins, so I think it deserves good. Now we got the Buffalo Sabres. It's a buffalo charging with two swords. I really wish they added more color to this, and then I easily think it could be a good logo, but I think it's just okay. There's just something about it, like I said, that is missing and just plain uninteresting in a way. But other than that, it's an okay logo. It's not bad. But Calgary Flames, it's a C with flame attachments on the back of it. I think it's good for the colors it presents, and it's just an overall good feeling to it. It gets your attention right away, and there's not much they can work with besides drawing just a fireplace or something like that, The Carolina Hurricanes, I really like the red and black. They are two of my favorite colors. This looks more like a Beyblade to me than a hurricane, but I think it's just an okay. It's not bad by any means, but they probably need to work more with it and just make it more look like a hurricane. That's just me, though. If you see a hurricane, that's good, but I'm moving on. The Chicago Blackhawks, those who have watched my videos, I'm a big Chicago fan. I was born in the southwest suburbs of Chicago. I really love the Blackhawks. Because I'm putting this in the damn category, you're going to call me biased, but I don't really give a shit. So I really like this smirking Indian with the bright colors, the details on the head. It looks awesome. Easily one of the best logos in all of hockey. I think it was even voted the best home jersey in all of hockey, which I can get behind. So it deserves a damn category. The Avalanche, I like what they're trying to do here. It's like a mountain with like a hockey puck followed by a snowdrift as like a mountain because, they're the Avalanche. I think this is barely good. I just wish they could have done something more. Like, I kind of like their old logo better, like when they were the Colorado Rockies for some reason. But, it works for what it is. It's nowhere near the bad side of things. Speaking of the bad side of things, the Columbus Blue Jackets, this is a big yikes for me. It's just a star with a flag wrapped around it. There is not much to offer here. I really wish they changed their logo, like their main logo, to like a cannon with flags on it. I think that'd be so much better because they have a cannon in their own arena, which makes things so much more interesting. I just really don't like that. They definitely can do better than that. So we're moving on to the Dallas Stars. This is another big yikes for me. It's just a star with a D on it. I mean, again, it's not necessarily a bad logo. It's just boring compared to everything else. Similar to Columbus. So, sorry, Dallas. I don't really like your logo that much. The Detroit Red Wings, another original six team. I think this deserves a damn category because it's like a wheel, because Detroit is Motor City, so it makes sense. So there's a tire with wings on it. It's really cool, meaningful. It does its job at presenting itself very good. The Oilers, it's an oil drip with Oilers spilt, like kind of like fonted, expanded out in a way. I think it's just okay. Again, not bad, just, it's just boring compared to everything else in a way. But it does its job. It's fine. They don't need to change it or anything. It's just compared to everything else, it's not as bright. The Florida Panthers, I don't know what the hell they're doing here. The Florida Panthers took a huge step backwards. I mean, I'll even put up their old logo. It almost looks like it's jumping out at you. It's kind of three-dimensional like Arizona's is, and it works the way it was. I think this would work better if it was a secondary logo, if it like went on your shoulder or, you know, in like an alternate like jersey. So I think it's utter shite. It is not good, very bad. It almost looks like a shitty Lion King animation. That's how bad it is, in my opinion. But so it is easily utter shite. The Los Angeles Kings, I don't know why. It's a home plate because they play hockey, not baseball. Maybe it's shouting out to the Dodgers. Who knows? But I think it does its job. I like the black and silver with the LA and the crown there. I really like it. It does its job good enough. The Minnesota Wild. Speaking of the Wild, it took me a little bit to realize that this is a bear head. It's a sunset with trees in the back, with a river as a mouth and the star as an eye. It is damn easily. I would even say it's better than the Blackhawks logo in terms of creativity. I think it is one of the best, if not the best, logo in all of hockey, and it definitely deserves the credit that it deserves. Montreal Canadiens, it's a red C with an H in the middle. I'm assuming it's because people call them the Habs. I don't know. Maybe it's just to make it look better, more detailed. But I think it's just okay. This is not anywhere, you know, it's just a C. Like, they could do something better. They could, but I don't think they really can because they're the Montreal Canadiens. And besides putting like a white guy on some skates with a stick, similar to like the Penguins logo, I don't think they have much to offer. So it's fine. The Nashville Predators, I really like this logo. I like the yellow and blue with like the charging predator with the huge ass buck teeth. As they say in Nashville, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. The New Jersey Devils, I like this logo too. It's like the NJ intertwined into one big logo with the devil tail and horns. I think it's very iconic. And, you know, it kind of makes me think of how good they were in the 90s and early 2000s when they had their somewhat of a dynasty. The New York Islanders, it actually took me a while, but you guys might have missed it. The I in Islanders points out to where they were located on Long Island, and then the Y is intertwined as a hockey stick with a puck. I think because of that detail alone, I think it deserves the nice category. The New York Rangers, I like the sort of diagonal font on it with the red, white, and blue. I think it deserves a good. You know, it's kind of like the Boston logo. It's like, yes, it's another original 16, but it's like, I like how on their home jerseys, they don't just have the logo implemented on their home jerseys like they just did Rangers, like as a diagonal font. I like that, but I think it's just good. It's not anywhere near the bad. It's just, compared to everything else, it's what it is. The Ottawa Senators. Now, this is how you do a logo, Florida. You don't take a huge step backwards. The Ottawa Senators logo is so much better. I would even say it's better than Arizona. It's so much better than what it was. It was very boring and uninteresting, as they said the Ottawa Senators play very boring hockey. Like, that's what it was. It was speaking for itself in that matter. So the Ottawa Senators did so much better with changing their logo. I like the gold. I like the black and the red. This used to be their old logo, if you didn't know, and I like it. It's so much better. The Philadelphia Flyers, it's just a P with wings on it because they're the Flyers. So again, just okay. Nothing too bad. Again, there's not much to work with because they're the Flyers. I don't know what else they're supposed to do without drawing like a plane or something, but I think it does its job. It's fine. The Pittsburgh Penguins. This is an easy damn category for me because it is a gold triangle with a penguin playing hockey. It's kind of funny if you think about it, just because of the detail and just like when they're thinking of making this logo, that comes to mind. Like, it's pretty funny, to be honest. I love it. The San Jose Sharks. I like this logo too. I would even say I love it because it's a shark jumping out, biting a hockey stick. I think it is really cool. Like, it's like black here along with white. It is very detailed. I think they even have a really good jersey. I like the turquoise and black here. The Seattle Kraken, they actually start in the league of 2021 and 22 season, and I'm very excited to see some new rivalries with like the Vancouver Canucks and maybe even the LA Kings. But I really like their logo. It's not just a standard S that they just implemented. It's like two tentacles, and this almost looks like an eye like staring at you or like staring off into the distance. I think it's good. I think it is a very nice logo for what it is. I mean, who knows? They might change it. It might be their secondary logo. I think their secondary logo is like an anchor of a boat, which makes sense. The St. Louis Blues. I am a very music-oriented person. I grew up studying music, playing instruments, just studying music theory, all that kind of stuff. So this says a lot to me, and the St. Louis Blues name makes a lot of sense if you know St. Louis history. So I think because of that, it goes in the damn category. It's very meaningful, and they are the Blues. The Tampa Bay Lightning, this is a big yikes to me. It's just a bolt of lightning with a blue circle. That's it. Again, not necessarily bad, just the fact that I really liked their old logo like they had in 2004. If they just added more color to that, I think I would have been fine with that. But this is just nothing almost compared to that. The Toronto Maple Leafs, very iconic, another original six team. It's definitely better than the old Maple Leaf that they used to have. So I think it goes in the good category. Who knows? Toronto might actually do something this year. The Vancouver Canucks, I'm very confused on what this is supposed to mean. Is this supposed to be a whale ingrained into like a hockey stick? Because Canuck is a slang for Canadian, so I don't know what that has anything to do with that. But, comment if you think I am. But for the detail alone, I think it's just okay. It's definitely trying to be creative and trying to be the way it is. The Vegas Golden Knights, I love the gold, the half gray with the V eyepiece. I think it does its job. I would say it's even good. No, I'm going to say it's nice. I really like the gold and gray. I think those are really cool colors to have for a sports team. And again, it's more of a home plate look. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe it's just because it's the best shape they can work with. A circle wouldn't really work. And I guess a square would just be too bland looking. So they just did a home plate when they play hockey. But the Washington Capitals, this is utter shite. This is probably the worst logo in all of sports in terms of creativity. If this was the other logo with like the W and the eagle head on top of it, then it'd be much higher. But based on this logo, it's just Washington Capitals with the T as a hockey stick and a puck. That's it. So it is utter shite. Finally, the Winnipeg Jets. I really like this logo. I would even say I love it. It's a dark blue with a maple leaf with a jet. I think it's damn. I think it's one of the best logos. It's definitely way better than the logos they had in the 90s and before they moved to Atlanta or whatever, or Arizona, I think. But I don't know why the NHL logo's here, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. I guess for the lulz, I'll put it in utter shite. So that'll do it for the NHL logos. Let me know what you think. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out. I was hoping the fire would just get him, but 5 hits, 3 runs. We go to the bottom of the first. What the hell was that noise? It sounded like Baby Luigi getting a hand job. Like, what was that? I'm actually creeped out.